Yes, respected friends, what a beautiful hearts you have. Wonderful expression of divinity and ornament to the world, adoration to the world, your presence for the simple reason. And in that simple reason only, the greatest reason is there that despite all odds, inner and outer, you are able to spare time and mind for this divine pursuit. It is brought from many, many lives. So precious it is. Protect it with this understanding. Do all those things by which this is improved and enhanced. And guard against all those things which take us away from these glorious endeavors, this spiritual path. And there is tremendous amount of Daiva Guru Krupa is there, because of which alone we are on this path. Just started, of course, lots to travel. Again, it is our deservability, prayatna. Again, the invocation of Daiva Guru Krupa, that it makes us travel all those long distances and journeys till we reach the ultimate goal. So, welcome you all. Salutations to you. Welcome you all. Gratitudes to you. Welcome you all. The Abhinandana. Congratulations to you. And for all of us together, let us invoke the grace. Remember all our 13 Vyaktitvas which we have to strengthen, water it, nurture, nourish them. Loka Seva Vyaktitvam. To begin with, through our dharma, later on by doing the Moksha Jnana Prachara, we have to do the Loka Seva. In that only, the Dharma Samstapana also is there, consciously feeling that I am Sanatana Dharmi, I am given this chance by the Lord to learn to practice Sanatana Dharma and to do the prachara for the establishment of it, so that more and more people are benefited by it. That Vyaktitva. Viraga Vyaktitva, very essential. Bhaktatva, yes, very much needed. Shishyatva, no way than to inculcate it without any inadvertence. Mumukshuta is a great stage of maturity achieved. Leads to the next great stage called as Jignasa. All that is there only when we are continuously the Shrotas. Shrotrutva Vyaktitva. But to do all this, keeping aside all other enchantments, do we have we decided ourselves to be the Adhyatmika sadhakas? Like in this world, everybody has their own specific defined individuality. According to that, they behave, they respond, they seek the things and they go for them. है ना? Have we decided ourselves to be the Adhyatmika sadhaka? Very essential. Then, can anything be achieved without the Paurusha Prayatna? Evening class, Yoga Vasishta started yesterday. We'll go for next 5, 6, 7 days. The Paurusha Prayatna Avashyakata. Then, can a person of very weakness, lowness in the mind, feelings, can he do it? No. Then, the inspired Vyaktitva always should be maintained. Then, while doing all of that, to be able to sort out any obstacles, any hindrances coming, and keep up the thing to be done. Doing that, what's required is the Shanta Gambhira Swabhava. These are our 12 Vyaktitwas. One added is Samskrita Bhasha Pravina Vyaktitva. Let the Samskrita Jnana be achieved by us so that we are able to directly study the Shastras. Now, to bless us, the Brahma Tattva is available at this very moment. Do that Anusandhana for 10 seconds. Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. Then the Ishvara Tattva. Right now only, just Ishvara Sharanam Mama, Ishvara Sharanam Mama, Ishvara Sharanam Mama. In the Sharanagati, Maya Metam Tarantite, asking him to remove the layers of Maya Moha. Again, shift attention to the mother, Adi Parashakti Jagannmata. Mother, bless always with Shuddha Sattva Guna, which alone can help in apprehending and reaching the Tattva. May the Tamo Raja Gunas be there only in serving you in the world outside to the extent wanted. But then, throughout the day, in the Shuddha Sattva Guna, in pursuit of that ultimate only, may I be there. Remember all Adi Daivika, Adi Bhautika, Adhyatmika, Devata Ganas. Great exercise it is. Recognize, acknowledge their contribution. Extend gratitudes to them. Pray that all our faculties are intact, healthy, energetic, perfect for maximum time, long time, so that this should not be the reason for us for not doing the sadhanas. Then shift the attention towards the Guru Tattva, which is none other than Brahman himself, the Guru Parampara, the chain of Gurus, Swaguru, our own Gurudeva, our own Acharyas, and the Rishi Muni, whose Shastras we are studying. The Vasishta, the Vishwamitra, the Valmikis, the Yajnavalkyas, the Maitriyas, the Vaishampayana Rishi, Shaunaka Maharshi. So to Lomasha or Sutaji Gaudapada Bhagavan, Bhagavan Krishna, Sri Rama. These are the ones whose Shastras, whose teachings we are touching every day. So remembering all of them, praying to them that we are able to grasp the Jnanam, do sadhana also. Last but not least, the Shruti Mata. Just feel the presence of all the Vedas. Then the Smriti Rupa, all the Ashtadasha Smritis in our mind. Purana, 108 Puranas, their presence. Itihasa, two of them in front of us. Then the Santarachana, hundreds in number. They are all asking us, telling us, advising us, suggesting to us that spare some time, come to us, read, ponder, understand, enhance your authentic knowledge, strengthen that, deepen that, live that knowledge and get out of the ignorance and delusion and samsara. These are the six sources of blessings. Welcome all again. Wonderful Shwethashwathara Upanishad, Krishna Yajurvediya. We have taken up our study. Sambandha Bhashya we are doing in the first Adhyaya. Continuation of the references from nothing less than Brahma Sutra to substantiate that Again, the Upanishad mantras. Today's edition is, along with till yesterday what we were talking, that Brahman alone is reality, that Brahman is Shuddha Jnana Swarupa, and he is Nirvishesha. To this knowledge which we are studying every day, what is little added today, just to quieten the nagging student, that Sopadikam Brahman also is accepted, but it is only for the Upasana, and yet don't get lost in it. The Nirupadika, Nirvishesha Brahman alone is the ultimate goal. When reached, gives us moksha, not the Sopadika. Sopadika sthiti is Dandvatmaka, Dvaitatmaka sthiti, in that there will be everything but not the moksha. So, the interesting thing we can feel wherein Brahma Tattva, which is his experience, the Guru want to say, but the disciple is still in the Dvaita Jagat. He wants the Saguna Ishvara. Now, Guru doesn't want to be so ruthless, though what he is saying is ultimate. Therefore, out of his love, compassion to the disciple, he comes a step down and says, yes, Savishesha, Saguna, Ishvara is there, Brahma, but for Upasana. Then again he is concerned. If I have agreed to this fellow and to oblige him, if I have said Sopadika Ishvara or Brahma, he may get lost in that again. Then my purpose of teaching him is defeated, and his coming to me also is defeated. Because anybody comes to me, I have to give him the best. Best is Nirvishesha Brahma. अगेन ही टेक्स अप, बेटा तुम्हारे वास्ते तो मैंने बोल दिया सविशेष, बट एक्चुअल तो निर्विशेष ही। हाँ, तो मैं तुम्हारे लिए एक कदम नीचे आया ना, अब तुम भी मेरे लिए ऊपर के कदम में आ जाओ। So in that way, a step down, Guru comes, holds the hand of disciple, takes him to the ultimate step. Those disciples who are ready to go with Guru. Those disciples who say, you keep your Nirguna Nirvishesha, I am happy with Saguna and Upasana and all the wonderful enjoyments of this and that world. Guru says, what can I do? All the best. But here the disciples are the ones who had the trust in the Guru, Guru's experience and words. Therefore, they conquered one thing. What is it? They could drop their own notion, their own dependency, their own insistence on the Saguna Sakara Ishvara. The moment they could do it, immediately they could jump into the Nirguna Nirvishesha. Everywhere, one self, one truth, one reality alone. Inexplicable is the anubhuti of that. So, in this text, toward the end of this Sambandha Bhasha, which we may do in for 4 or 5 more days, this is how the Guru Maharaj is, Shankar Bhagwan, quoting more from the Brahma Sutra, which is very rare. In all other Upanishads which we have studied with Bhashyam, we don't see Brahma Sutras quoted so much. So here, toward then especially, after all Puranas, again Shruti, Smriti having quoted all of them, here Sutra में बता रहे. So our job is to tune to all this. We are struggling for it. When the struggle continues, success comes one day. So welcome you all. Let us study this beautiful portion. Before that, the Sankalpa. Before that, our Prarthana. Before that, 4 or 5 minutes of common sense thought. What can be today's discussion? Guru Maharaj ki jai ho. Hmm, what can be discussed? What is helpful to understand? Hmm. Same thing put in different way. But it is key in this world you can see many people give some time, do something enjoyable and revel in that joy for a good amount of time. They can be good also, bad activities also. They can be positive, they can be negative addictions too. To put the negative ones, you know, in that 10-15 minutes of that drink or drug what they take, in that nasha they revel for few hours, or in that 5 minutes of smoke, the result of it they continue for some time, or watching a movie in TV for those 2 hours serial or even cricket, then extending some more time the joy of it. I mean reveling in it. झूमना उसमें. People do it, isn't it? It happens, you can see. Some in food also. A very sumptuous good food had for 1 hour or half an hour, that joy lingers inside. Beautiful it is. भोजन का हो, टीवी का हो. Some lucky ones have a very sound sleep. After waking up, the joy of that having good sleep lingers for some time. They enjoy it. Then they enter into different works. So all the negative bhoga sambandhi examples we gave. Same way there are some people who are doing the positive things, they are reveling in it. There can be some social service oriented activities, maybe some value oriented, some philanthropic things, or maybe some other so called gross spiritual things. Of course, that calls for little matured antakarana, pure antakarana, sattva guna. है ना, like किसी को अन्नदान किया, some 50 people, 100 people. No, for 1-2 days, that joy is there in the mind. और किसी को वस्त्र दान दिया, और किसी को विद्या दान दिया. Vidya have sponsored somebody for studies. So, for long time, that memory gives that joy. You can cherish it. Great thing it is. मजा आता है. In the same way, when we go to a temple and have a good darshan, उसका भी आनंद. आहा, when you see people coming out of that बद्री दर्शन या अभी अमरनाथ शुरू हुआ दर्शन माता रानी, those who go towards, they are excited but tired. इतना दूर से आ रहे, बट जब दर्शन करके आते हैं ना, how much joy and fulfillment in them. Again, depending on the nature, some carry it till they reach home and spread it to others or share it with others. Some of them till they come down up to है ना नीचे वाले जगह पे, then they involve in their activity. But that joy is there. In the same way, when you do the puja properly, yajna havana properly, or listen to a bhajanas, any of that spiritual bhajan concerts, there is a lingering joy. If even that singer is good, explaining the meaning, has a great throat, wonderful sangeeta, accompaniments also are very nice, and when he's tuning himself to the audience and audience to him, 1 घंटे का 3 घंटे प्रोग्राम, फिर भी people are reveling in it for 1 hour, 2 hour. क्या मजा आया रे बाबा. So too, if you get a chance to do seva to the Guru, to Sadguru Maharaj, oh Anand bhi majedar. It goes lingering. So negative also, positive also we have seen. और भी negative में कोई किसी को धोखा दिया या किसी को अपना बदला लिया, किसी को हिंसा किया. The terrorists also are in that lingering taste, like the Pakistani Rakshas. Anytime they attack and trouble us, they are in that revelation for some time. कि हमने ये किया वो किया. They are in that. Everybody like China, threatening, frightening India. अमेरिका कनिंगली चीटिंग इंडिया, हर बंदा अपना अपना लगे रहता है. Why given so many examples is that this is what we have to do for us, our own life also. What is it? Early morning only, that 1 2 hours of total beautiful perfect spiritual sadhanas with full knowledge, with full commitment, with full diksha and anusthana, let us do them and throughout the day revel in that lingering memory and joy of it. Extend it to as long as possible. The things which we have said so far, a bhajan concert or going to puja or havan, they are all somebody else are doing. We are only the audience. But here we ourselves engaging ourselves in our sadhanas minimum 2 hours. Minimum. Maximum can be throughout the day for that matter. मिनिमम 2 घंटे. अब कम करोगे ना पूरा सेट होने में सब करने में काफी नहीं होता टाइम. Minimum 2 hours. I can't reduce it. Those 2 hours we do morning 4 to 6 or 5 to 7 and maintain that mood throughout the day as long as possible. Not allowing anything to disturb this one, isn't it? And then conclude the day in that mood. Only again to begin the next day, the next dose of injection, next dose of taking that adrenaline of our spiritual sadhana done. Can we commit for this? Can we try for this? एक हफ्ता करके देख ले बे. अब क्या हो रहा है ना, इन दैट हस एंड बज और जल्दबाजी में हसल एंड बजल लिटिल वी आर डूइंग फॉर्मेलिटी के लिए, then that also the moment we come out of that place of doing, we forget it, we leave it there, and now we quickly we jump into the worldliness as if we are not sadhakas only, as if we are pakka samsari. And only again Daiva Guru Krupa. The next day morning they wake us up and remind us, अरे बेटा तुमको मेरा पूजा करना है, भूलो मत यार. अच्छा ठीक है अभी कर ही लेते हैं, क्या करें मजबूरी. Again we do mechanically, half-hearted, in the shortest span of time with least श्रद्धा and एकाग्रता. Then again forget, कल तक नहीं बुलाना मुझे गुरु, हुक्म है मेरा. हे भगवान, it applies to you too. ठीक है बेटा. And then we involve in the whole worldliness. Again next morning they call us with again frustration we sit and do. No, from this stage, lowest it is. Nothing, doing nothing, say little better only. But in the case of doing, it's the lowest. But instead of that, with full enthusiasm, with full joy, commitment, those 2 hours we have done all our sadhana. Yes, I could do, I have done it. And that bhavana and that mood which was created is maintained consciously. If you are not aware and conscious of the mood created, immediately the so-called duties, involvements, they just pull us into being samsari. All that is forgotten. Remember throughout life कि ultimately we have to be in that mood of sadhana and mood of atmanubhuti. Finally. अब वो कर ही नहीं रहे तो होगा कैसे वो? करने से ही होता है ना. इमेजिन पूज्य गुरुदेव और लॉर्ड कृष्णा सुबह सुबह उठकर अपने ध्यान अनुष्ठान करते. भगवान कृष्ण, we have seen in Krishna's Dinacharya in 69 or 70 or 72 Sarga, Bhagavad Mahapurana, Dashama Skanda, the chapter. सुबह उठ कर हो ब्रह्म चिंतन करके, उपासना करके, यज्ञ करके, दान आदि करके, saying bye to all his wives, then he goes to that Sudharma Sabha, carrying this mood. Like as I gave the example of others, the cinema wala, cinema mood, खाने वाला, खाने का mood, they carry on. The Mahatmas, Gurus, they carry this mood. They are in that mood intact, then Whatever is to be done, they allow it to happen through them. But they don't lose that mood. Maximum time. They are aware of it. That's very precious for them. They protect it. They don't allow it to go away. They don't value anything which disturbs that sacred mood of them, divine mood of them. For that, the money has to be sacrificed, ले लो. Ego also be sacrificed, ले लो. किसी का डांट फटकार सुनना पड़ेगा, doesn't matter. But we are in that mood. Those were the days, in our India. Every house morning 4-5 उठ के सारा पूजा घंटी शंखनाद से पूजा होकर अगरबत्ती वगैरह उसमें इतना बढ़िया होता था. अब तो 10 बजे तक कोई उठता ही नहीं. And at that time when you get up, you are busy in eating and going to the office. Where is the time for sadhana? सारा सिस्टम समष्टि में चेंज हो गया. व्यष्टि में वी कैन फाइंड फॉर अवर सेल्स those conveniences. We have to make it. It won't be. We have to do our routine. जल्दी सो गए, जल्दी उठ गए, बनाए अपना बढ़िया सा मूड, किया साधना, लगाते गए उसी को, लगातार ज्यादा टाइम. That 1 or 2 hours is precious. Clear? Then what is to be done in that 1 or 2 hours? This is what we are talking every day. So I need not even repeat to you. You are all now masters of it. And yet, for my sake, if I say it's only 3 or 4 steps. One is Atma Anubhava Atmanishta Prayatna. हो गया तो हो गया. Then what is to be done? Nothing. Be in that self. That's what we have to do. Those 2 hours solid. Only one activity. Staying in the Atma Anubhuti. If it is not happening, then the whole 2 hours we are doing all those things which take us to this Atma Anubhuti, Atmanishta. That's it. Isn't it? And in that again and again, only two things come. What blocks our Atmanubhuti is the Upadhis, and what blocks us from the Atmanubhuti is the Jagat outside. So, as a part of that sadhana only, the Upadhi beautification, Upadhi making subtle, Upadhi Shuddhata. This is a very sacred sadhana, every day to be done. That is what is that japa. That is what is that 1 or 2 stotrams, one Vedic sukta chanting, the 20 minutes of Shraddha say, then Upasana to our Ishta Devata, asking him to bless us with that divine vision experience. So these are all to be done that 1 hour, 2 hours में. बहुत बढ़िया. Include little of Vedic chanting, little of Shastra, Adhyayana, Manana of any of the श्लोका etc. ये सारा क्या हुआ? सिद्धांत ज्ञान निष्ठा उपाधि नियंत्रण उपाधि शुद्धिकरण साधना. In that we have to spend time. Okay. While doing that, what disturbs us is the world only, no? Again and again. The third important sadhana. First is Atmanishta. Second is Upadhi management. In the third sadhana, in that part of sadhana only, which is very tough to do, but we have to do is what? The Jagat Mithyatva Vicharana. Jagat Mithyatva Avagahana. Jagat Mithyatva Svikarana. Therefore, Jagat ke prati, the value is being given up. This is another essential sadhana every day to be done. And we have studied our Mandukya so exhaustively, how it was proved to us. Swapna is mithya, in the same way, Jagat also is mithya. The one logic, if you want to hold on to for the Jagat Mithyatva, the Vedantic logic is, जो पहले नहीं था, जो बाद में नहीं होगा, बीच में वो दिखता है बट नहीं है. That which appears seen but not there is called mithya. This one enough, no? Though there are many, many, we may not remember them. How many we remember is not important. Whatever one to remember, if you can use it, it is done. So every day apply it. See to it that the again and again recurring, relapsing importance given to the world and variety of relations established with the world of things and beings is slowly reduced, dimmed, and not loosened, or slowly it is made thinner and thinner. आदौ अन्ते च यत् नास्ति वर्तमानेऽपि तत्तथा विततैः सदृशाः सन्तः अवितता इव दृश्यते कल्प्यते आदौ अन्ते च यत् नास्ति वर्तमानेऽपि तत्तथा. Ornament was not there in the beginning, end not there. In between it is appearing. Now in that sequence only, what was the next shloka said? Same way, Adau Antesha Yadasti Tadeva Satyam. In between, because of some superimposition, that Sadvastu appears to be concealed, but it never disappears, it is ever there. तो पहले क्या था, फिर आत्मवस्तु, बाद में आत्मवस्तु, बीच में अनात्मा प्रोजेक्टेड है. सो वो रियल नहीं है, आत्मा ही रियल है. इन दिस वे when we spend that 5-6 minutes, whether it's things or beings or the whole world also, ये एक्सरसाइज कॉन्शियसली नहीं करने से ना, we are in delusion. Delusion is what? The vasanas quickly attack in the form of sankalpa kamana in the mind, in whose womb the world is real, the world has to be procured, for that we have to do this or that. Totally from the spiritual track of quietening mind, realizing the self, we go into the disturbed mind and the acceptance of the world as real and become seekers of the world and thus derail ourselves, distract ourselves. ये वाला विचारणा नहीं करे तो ऑन द सीट ऑफ मेडिटेशन. अब देखो, जो ध्यान काल में ही मिथ्यात्व विचारणा के द्वारा जगत को साइड में नहीं रख सकेगा और फिर उत्थान काल में आओ के नहीं की पावे. दैट्स व्हाट वी सेड, कि that effort put for those 2 hours should carry on lingering for as much time as possible. You know, there are some medicines. You take medicine, उसका effect हो गया, बस हो गया, इस उसी समय. Some medicines are there, well recognized by the doctors, well invented, कि they slowly release it. They slowly release it. So that its effect to protect the body from that disease or pain or ailment goes on. कोई 6 घंटे के होते, कोई 12 घंटे के होते, कोई 18 घंटे तक अपना असर दिखाते. उसको फिर दिन में एक ले लो बोलते गोली. सुबह 6 को लिया, रात 12 तक होता है, 12 सो ही जाओगे, फिर सुबह एक ले लो 6 बजे. Repeat release medicines they are called. I don't know correct meaning or not. Slow release, repeat released antihistamines. Something they are there. Anti-allergics, antihistamines, they have medicines. Slowly repeated, they get released. So that the protection is. In the same way, we can do a good dose in the morning. If possible, we can do the renewal of it during the afternoon for half an hour more. अगर लगता है उसका असर कम हो रहा है. एवरीबडी डज दैट. भोजन वाला सुबह खा, मजा आया, दोपहर तक खत्म, फिर से खाता है. सिगरेट वाला भी पिया, 1 घंटे खत्म हो गया, अगेन ही टेक्स अनदर वन. ड्रंकर्ड आल्सो हैड 1 पेग और 2 मॉर्निंग, उसके फिर खत्म हो रहा है दोपहर में, अगेन ही टेक्स इट. Everyone do the repetition or reveling in it. We as spiritual seekers, somehow such 1 or 2 things We have to get addicted into. I am using a wrong word, but that's the way it is. Like we are now to the class. That's what sustaining the sadhaka in us, that we are alive. Otherwise, the total world will enter into us. So we would have gone into such a terrible world as if we were never given this spiritual knowledge at all. जो छोड़ के गए उनको पूछो क्या हाल है उनका. मैं तो कह रहा हूँ ये रोज क्लास करने से मुझे जो फायदा हो रहा है, आई कांट पुट इट इन वर्ड्स. आई एम इन fascination of this. Not an ego, not that way ki some higher sadhana has done and all, but the protecting shield because of this, referring to Shastra, through the Shastra, the reality, the truth is such an encouraging thing. अब डर ही लगता है कि अगर ये होता नहीं ना तो कहाँ मन के मोह में, जगत के माया में, लोगों के बहकावे भटकावे में, वस्तुओं के आकर्षण में पूरा संसार ही बन जाते 100%. नॉट दैट वी आर 100% साधक नाउ, बट हर दिन ये दवा ले रहे हम, बच रहे हम. तो मैं तो मेरे लिए कह रहा हूँ बाबा, आपका आई डोंट नो, गुड दैट. बट इन द सेम वे दोस 2 hours, in the 2 hours atma tattva establishment is the main goal. For that, deep contemplation on the mantras of Upanishad. When we are not able to do, then upadhi management sadhana. That upadhi management sadhana is all 3 types: vasana removal sadhanas, rajotamo removal and sattva developing sadhana, and upadhis in our control wale sadhana. Consciously. While doing it, what disturbs is the world. Therefore, Jagat Mithyatva Vicharana. For that, the sentence is Adavante Chayannasti Vartamane Pitatata Vitatai Sadushaha Sattha Avitata Eva Kalpyate. Beautiful thought, no? पहले नहीं था स्वामी जी का क्लास, बाद में नहीं होगा. नहीं, अब क्या है, मिथ्या है, चलने दे कुछ समय. Isn't it? Whole things, beings, relations, experiences, which all come in our memory when we are seated for meditation, they all were not there in the past and not in future. In between कुछ समय के लिए हुआ है, अब जाने दो उसको, devalue करना. देखो, there is a higher sadhana than that. What is it? Even in that, all of them, the ability to see the divinity only. ये सबसे बढ़िया है. हो सके तो करो. जगत मिथ्यात्व से भी जगत भगवत रूप है, इज ए हायर साधना. पर इसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है? अगेन बाई टेकिंग जगत एज भगवत रूप, दिस ए 100 number of chances that we get caught up in the world of attachments, feeling that we are doing jagat upasana as jagat is brahma, but वो वाला निकल जाता है, then the things and beings we get attached to them. थोड़ा वो रिस्क होता है if you are not aware, है ना? अब जगत मिथ्यात्व में क्या है ना, वो ये वाला रिस्क नहीं है अभी. आप मिथ्या कह दिया, अब उससे संबंध नहीं. बट अल्टीमेटली एवरीथिंग इज ब्रह्मन ओनली, वी हैव टू रियलाइज. अदरवाइज कीपिंग द जगत बिकम्स अगेन कंडीशनिंग अनदर. तो जब जगत नहीं है तभी मैं ब्रह्म हूं, और जगत आते ही फिर मेरा ब्रह्म चला गया. इट अगेन बिकम्स एन एडिक्शन. एडिक्शन में टाइप ऑफ कंडीशनिंग. कोई कंडीशन नहीं होना, इसलिए इस कंडीशन को उससे, उस कंडीशन से इससे हमें काटना चाहिए. When you do everything is Bhagavad Rupa, at that time the attachment may come. That time आधावंते से अन्नास्ति करो. आधावंते अन्नास्ति करो तो फिर डर लगने लगता है, अरे जगत आ रहा है. अब जगत पूरा भगवान ही है, आने दो. उससे यहाँ का कमी को दूर करना. What is there? Who everybody that Ishvara, the Parabrahma only. Why not? A rich person or a beggar or a handicapped or healthy, क्या फर्क है? सब में एक ही तत्व है. मजेदार अभ्यास. So in this way, create the 2 hours of sadhana and that mood and be in that. जैसे सर्दियों में ना गरम गरम कपड़े पहन के हीटर लगा, we don't want to come out of that very comfort zone. एसी में से बाहर नहीं आना गर्मी में. सो टू दैट स्पिरिचुअल मूड से बाहर आ गए ना तो फिर फंस गए. मेंटेन इट. Let us not cancel it by ourselves. Let us not allow others to cancel it. Till the अनुभूति में establish होते हैं. Once you get established in अनुभूति, like पूज्य गुरुदेव डाल, जहाँ भी जाओ यत्र यत्र मनो याति तत्र तत्र समाधि. Like when you master driving the car, you can talk to the people who are seated or look here and there also because you are master of the car. But in the beginning days, जब सीख रहे, other than the gear, that steering, clutch, brake, accelerators, and the road, can you see anything? कोई कोई बोल भी रहा है ना, अब बोलो मत, मैं भी ड्राइविंग कर रहा हूँ. फोन बज रहा है, फोन, you don't even look at that phone now because you are on the process of getting perfection. At that time, exclusively we do that. Same way, while doing and after doing, when we carry that mood throughout the day, we have to be that way protecting ourselves. केयरलेस हो गए तो निकल जाता है. So today's thought is create and continue the spiritual atmosphere inside through the sadhana. Let it be a habit and routine. And discover one thing that while doing this, when we are not involving in the world is not destroyed. World is not missing us. And we are also learning to be free from the world. ये वाला भी एक बढ़िया. नहीं तो फिर एक और वो बात आती है ना, बात आ जाती है ना, मेरे बिना दुनिया का क्या होगा, दुनिया के बिना मेरा. Realize the fact when you are seated in meditation, nobody is disturbed or missed. Like इतने महात्मा संत आते ही चले जाते हैं, कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता दुनिया. So we need not have that type of feeling that I am somebody special, so I must be there in the world to help. कोई नहीं मानता हमको स्पेशल करके. वो भी उनको कुछ एंटरटेनमेंट होता है, फायदा होता है तो ही that also for some time till they get benefit from you. Like your pota till he gets a pocket money, he says very daddu daddu. उसके बाद कहाँ का दादू. We are only a useful item for the world. And our औकात भी वैसे ही है ना. We are not great spiritual giants that people surrender to us. Do namaskar, chamatkar. We are useful like tissue paper, so they use and throw. We have money, so they want it. We have physical ability, so they want us to serve. अब यही तो लेते हैं वो लोग. ज्ञान हमारे पास है ही नहीं, अगर है तो भी उनको नहीं चाहिए. विचित्र बात है ना. सो ट्राई करें, देख लो. यू कैन स्टार्ट इट 1 day a week और 2 days a week. इसी तरह थोड़ा थोड़ा करते हुए हमको कॉन्कर करना पड़ता है प्रकृति को, उपाधियों को, फिर साधना निष्ठा को. देयर इज नो अदर वे. लेट लूज, you can do nothing. We do go on doing, everything is possible. See yesterday, what are the first shloka of the great Vasishtaji to Rama? Sarve janaha paurusheneva sada sarvada sarvam prapnuvanti. With this purushartha, samarthya or practice, everybody have achieved whatever they have achieved throughout past, present, future. क्या बढ़िया था वो सेंटेंस भाई श्री वशिष्ठ जी. हमको भी कोशिश करने से होता है ना. With all these things said, still I feel that what is to be said is not completely said. So therefore I'll say one sentence only to go ahead. इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? Whole day, whatever it is, but those 2 hours most precious, spend for sadhana. ये मेन बात. उसको मिस मत करना. फिर उसको कंटिन्यू करो जितना हो सके. दैट इज द एडिशनल सजेशन. बट द मेन वन इज व्हाट? तो 2 घंटे हमको पाना है बस. फ्रॉम दैट ओनली द इंस्पिरेशन, एवरीथिंग कम्स फ्रॉम दैट. इसलिए कहा उसको कंटिन्यू करो, लिंगर करो. देन मोर टाइम वी आर इन द स्पिरिचुअल मोड. लिंगरिंग एंड कंटिन्यूस बात की बात, पहले तो करो ना 2 घंटे. My 2 hours are gone for my sadhana. और उसको जिंदगी भर नहीं छोड़ना. स्पिरिचुअल साधना है ना, फल मिले या ना मिले, परफेक्टली कर पाए ना कर पाए, जो कर रहे हैं उसको तो नहीं छोड़ना. वो भी छोड़ दिया तो नो मोर सपोर्ट. Will be flooded in the mind's delusions and all that. Only end up in getting caught up in world, one day just dying. Only to be born again in some Kido Makoda, a human being containing the same samsara. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Om Sarashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं बलवाक्य प्रमाणदः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरं भवयेव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता. मम वारय मोहमहाजलधिं भव शङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तं ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नम् आत्मानुभूति कैवल्यार्थम करिष्यामहे वयं सर्वे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः. ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. अथ संबंध भाष्यम. देखो, वेरी क्यूट दैट, very crucial, cute, subtle topic. See, tadetat Brahma, that is what is Brahman. What is the Brahman? Apurvam, anaparam, anantaram, abahyam. It has no cause, it has no effect, there is nothing inside modification, there is nothing other than it outside. It is one homogeneous. So, apurvam, anaparam, anantaram, abahyam. Ayamatma Brahma Sarvanubhuhu. This Brahman is Atman, and he is the one who is experiencing everything as himself only. Sir, iti etad anushasanam. This is a final anushasana, the Shruti Mata telling us to abide in. It is a Brahadharanya Upanishad. Having quoted all this, now Bhagavan Shankara proceeds further. Iti evam adini, such are the beautiful Upanishadic sentences. What are they doing? Nishprapancha Brahma Atma Tattva Pradhanani. Nishprapancha Brahma Atma Tattva Pradhanani. They talk about Nishprapancha Brahma is the Atman. The Brahman, which is Nishprapancha, that is the Atman. And that Atman alone is Tattva. Tattva, Atma Tattva, Brahma Atma Tattva, Nishvara Pancha Brahma Atma Tattva. Tattva, Atma Tattva. Brahmatma Tattva, Nishprapancha Brahmatma Tattva. Tattva is truth or reality. Atma Tattva means Atman alone is true or reality. Brahmatma Tattva means that alone is the true reality everywhere. Nishprapancha, in that there is no prapancha. There is no Dvaita Jagat at all. So Nishprapancha Brahmatma Tattva Pradhanani. These are the sentences. Focus on them. Take them as the final authority. Only I can suggest you. I am there at that experience level. I can't insist or force you. When I tell insisting or forcing, तुमको लगता है मैं insist कर रहा हूँ. But क्या करें, सत्य है. You know, the highest religion is Hinduism. It's a satya, but unfortunately, we can't insist on that. Then it becomes fanaticism. We have to leave it to the people to mature and understand the glory of it. Like the Guru knows that he is in the mood of being a well-wisher to the Shishya. But he can't insist on that. Shishya has to grow to understand the glory of Guru, and he should surrender and get the blessings. Here also, this is the ultimate truth. But what to do? It cannot be thopo on the disciple. Disciple has to be given a chance or all the things for him to mature to catch this point. That such sentences which are establishing Nishprapancha Brahma Atma Tattva, they are the ones to be focused on. Pradhanan. What about the so many other sentences in the Upanishads which talk about that Brahman only in different forms? Ki itarani, be attentive. Karana Brahma Vishayani, which talk about Karana Brahma. This Brahman is Karya Karana Rahita Brahma. Karana Brahma is Karana Brahma because we see the Jagat, which is Karya. Karya cannot be without Karana. Therefore, for the Karya Jagat, the Karana Brahma is spoken. So, in all other places, the Karana Brahma Vishayas are discussed because you are seeing Karya Jagat, you want an answer. But they are not Pradhana. They are Apradhana only. That's what it is said. Itarani Karana Brahma Vishayani, they natat Pradhanani. They are all answers to the questions of the disciple at that time. उन मंत्रों में उन सेंटेंस में तत्प्रधानता is not there. Therefore, they should not be valued or respected. Like a guru is giving a lecture. Suddenly किसी को डाउट आया, प्रश्न पूछा, तो उसको गुरु ने वहां पूछा इसलिए जवाब देते, बट उसको पकड़कर उधर लटकना नहीं. What is the main theme? Is develop on that only we have to focus. Like yesterday. शुरू में ही राम जी ने प्रश्न पूछा, यंगस्टर है, वाशिष्ठ जी इंटेलिजेंटली जवाब देकर के अब मैं जो बता रहा हूँ ज्ञान मोक्ष देने वाला, अब सुनो तुम, चुप, दूसरा मत पूछना. अब पूछेंगे फिर से राम जी, दैट्स ओके, है ना. His familiarity with Vasishtha ji and his anxiety inside to know ये सारे. But otherwise, they are all अतत प्रधानानि. तत् मतलब ब्रह्म को वो दृष्टि में रखकर नहीं बोल रहे, उनका भरोसा और कुछ है. Like if somebody asks me a question about how to manage finances or how to help myself in other domestic problem or in mind, so I answer them. But they are atat pradhana. Because you asked, I spoke about it. But that's neither a goal for me to indicate to you, nor a goal for you to reach. Goal is that pradhana only. But at this moment, somebody is caught up at that level or has to sort out that issue. Therefore, we answer it there. लाइक चोट लगा, खून बह रहा है तो पट्टी लगाते हैं. दैट इज अतत प्रदान. वो खून को रोकने के लिए, ब्लॉक करने के लिए, क्लॉट करने के लिए करते हैं. बट एक्चुअल थिंग इज टू हील इट, टू सी दैट डजंट बिकम एन इन्फेक्शन. So tatpradhana atatpradhana sentences are there in the Upanishads. We have to be careful in choosing tatpradhana vakyas as pradhana. And in that tatpradhana vakya, tadvastu is pradhana rupena told. And tadvastu is Nishprapancha Brahma Atma Tattva. सो इति एवमादीनि निष्प्रपंच ब्रह्मात्म तत्व प्रधानानि इतराणि कारण ब्रह्म विषयाणि न तत्प्रधानानि. The Tatpradhana Vakya, the Shruti Mata could say and stop, no? Why then? Why should she speak the Tatpradhana? Because the people are at that level seeking the answer to them. She just out of love and compassion, she attended to them. That is not Tatpradhana. Just because Shruti Mata said it. Okay, Itarani Karana Brahma Vishyani na Tatpradhanani. Okay, remember throughout life, Tatpradhanani Atatpradhanebhyah Baliyansi Bhavanti. No, it is again our faith in the Guru who is experiencing it and telling us to accept this fact. What is that? Tat Pradhana Vakya are always predominant and stronger than the Atat Pradhana. Like when you call somebody, there is a purpose for which you called. But straight away you don't talk that. You'll just build a rapport there. Some other exchanges of pleasantries or inquiries, we do that. But that is Atat Pradhana. Tat Pradhana is after listening our words like 1 or 2 minutes. No, the other fellow himself, अच्छा बताइए आपने क्यों फोन किया? So he is focusing on तत्प्रधानता. ये हम खुद ही कह रहे. अच्छा सब बोले, अच्छा अच्छा मैंने आपको इसलिए फोन किया. But why are all the other things to build? It is necessary there. In some cases, straight away you call and do. Like a servant को बुलाया, उसको सारा बताने, जा काम कर. He can, he is servant. You can tell him तत्प्रधान straight away. But when you are going meeting your father and want a pocket money, Papa pocket money do. He says, नहीं दूंगा भाग यहाँ से. So you will have to tell the अथत प्रधान वाक्यास. है ना कि मुझे लेट हो रहा है स्कूल कॉलेज जाने में तो मुझे he will build up and then he says कि मेरे को स्कूटर या टू व्हीलर या साइकिल चाहिए. मेरे को कल ये थॉट आ रहा था ऑल इंडियन शुड हैव ए साइकिल एंड 4 किलोमीटर के अंदर वाला जो भी काम है साइकिल पे करो. एक्सरसाइज भी हो जाएगा, पेट्रोल भी बचेगा, पोल्यूशन भी बचेगा, ट्रैफिक जैम भी नहीं होगा. मैं खरीदूंगा एक साइकिल. आई डोंट नो व्हाई दैट थॉट केम. 3-4 किलोमीटर ज्यादा है तो टेक योर कार. अब बदले गली में जाना है उधर भी यू टेक स्कूटर कार एंड ऑल. नो नीड. So he will tell Atat Pradhana Vakya. Okay? Underline this word. Tatpradhanani Atat Pradhanebhyah Baliyamsi Bhavanti. तत् परब्रह्म को मुख्य उद्देश्य में बताने वाले वाक्य जो परब्रह्म को इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं देते दूसरों को के बारे में कहते हैं उससे इंपॉर्टेंट है. क्लियर? देन अतः देयरफॉर तत्पर श्रुति प्रतिपन्नत्वात् तत् ब्रह्म के ही लक्ष्य बनाकर जो श्रुति बता रही है उस श्रुति में स्पष्ट रूप से बताने के कारण as it is indicated in that tatpara shruti. What is the conclusion? Therefore nirvishesham eva brahma avagantavyam. The Brahman is nirvishesha only. Again निष्प्रपंच बोल दिया ना, निष्प्रपंच में सारे विशेष चले गए. So निर्विशेष ब्रह्म अवगंतव्यम न पुनः सविशेषम इति. Not the Savishesha Brahma as ultimate. Then Guru Maharaj himself, out of his compassion, he says, Nirvishesha Paksham Upapadya, having established his standpoint of Nirvishesha Brahman to be ultimate and ultimate goal, Upapadya, then when people ask a question and feel frustrated, you are studying Shastra, we are studying Shastra, you are establishing the Nirvishesha Brahma as per Shastra, but in the same Shastra, Savishesha Brahma also is spoken, फिर उसका क्या position है? जवाब देना पड़ेगा ना उसको भी. Vedanta's beauty is it has answer for everything. Therefore, he says, Nirvishesha paksham upapadyam ka tarhi akaravat vishayanam shrutinam gatihi. आकारवाद विषयाणाम श्रुतिनाम गति ही का. अब उसका क्या हाल होगा जिसमें सविशेष मतलब आकार वाला, गुण वाला, लीला वाला, विशेषण युक्त ब्रह्म के बारे में वेदों में ही जो बात बताई, उन सेंटेंसेस का फिर क्या मतलब, क्या गति है. अगर आप तो ये बोल रहे हो तो वो भी श्रुति माता ने कहा, उसका क्या गति होएगा. दिस थिंग question in the face of disciple, Guru caught and he answers it. Iti akankshyam, when this question is asked, the Sutrakara, Vyasa Bhagavan himself, in the Brahma Sutra, he wrote it. What he has written? Prakashavacha avayarthyatu. Prakashavat avayarthyatu. So, totally व्यर्थ नहीं है, टोटली नहीं है ऐसी बात नहीं है. प्रकाशवत, प्रकाशवत इज एन एग्जाम्पल. दैट्स हाउ द सूत्रास आर सो मिनिमम वर्ड्स में होते हैं ना, खासकर ब्रह्म सूत्र. इफ शंकर भगवान इज नॉट देयर टू एक्सप्लेन टू अस, वी विल नेवर अंडरस्टैंड देम. लाइक एनी अदर शास्त्रास, इफ वी डोंट हैव आवर गुरु आचार्य, वी कांट अंडरस्टैंड. So prakashvat avayyartyatvat means they are not vyartha totally that we reject them. The position of all Namarupa Akara Yukta Savisheshana expressions are like this much. What is that? I agree with you. When you see in the water or the mirror, the reflected moon is seen, no? Reflected sun is seen, no? दिख रहा है ना, तो उसका इतना पोजीशन है बस उन सब का. नो लाइक यू सी द रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ सन, दिख रहा है, अब दिखता रहा है, मान लो, हम मान रहे हैं उसको, बट डोंट गिव दैट रिफ्लेक्टेड sun or moon the position of the original sun and moon. That's the meaning of prakashatvat avayartyatvam. Okay, prakashavacha avayartyatvat. Iti. Now, is sutra ko, as we said now, Bhagavan Shankara writing the Bhashya. What is it? Iti Chandra Surya Adinam. Chandra Surya and Nakshatra are any our own face. Adinam Jaladi Upadhi Krita Nanatvavat cha. Jaladi Krita Nanadi Jaladi Upadhi Krita Nanatvatvat. Nanatvavat. So Jaladi Upadhi Krita Nana. So you have many pots or any gamla or balti, in that water is there. So because of the manyness of the upadhi, the one without second sun or moon appears to be many there. So iti Chandra Suryadinam Jaladi Upadhi Krita Nanatvacha Brahmanaha api. Like one Surya, because of many upadhis appear to be many. In the same way, Brahmanaha api, Brahmakavi, Parabrahmakavi, Upadhi Krita Nanatva Rupasya Vidyamanatvat. Vidyamanatvat कहकर the Guru here is accepting. ये सुनकर इस disciple को इतना तसल्ली हो जाता है. When you go on saying no, even though you are right, no, the listener frustrate होता है. कभी कभी ने यस भी कहकर फिर बाद में प्रूव करना है व्हाट यू सेड इज रॉन्ग. तो इमीडिएटली यहाँ भगवान कहते हैं ब्रह्मण भी उपाधिकृत नाना रूपत्वस्य विद्यमानत्वात्. You are seeing the reflection of sun or moon in the water. It is not real, it's mithya, but you are seeing it. The real and the one is above only. In the same way, upadhikruta nanatvam of the Brahman vidyamanatvat. चलो ठीक है तुम्हारे लिए. Therefore, tad akaratah brahmanah akara vishesha upadeshah. तदाकार ब्रह्मण आकार विशेष उपदेश श्रुति माता ने किया. क्यों? ओनली वन रीजन, उपासनार्थ. ओनली फॉर द सेक ऑफ उपासना गुण आकार वाला ब्रह्म का एक्सेप्टेड है. एट दिस लेवल न विरुध्यते. We the Vedantins, we talk about Nirguna Nirakara Nirvishesha Brahma. We don't oppose it, we don't fight with such people. Ki Saguna Sakara Ishvara, you are taking as Upasanartham. उससे नीचे आकर जगत सत्य मानकर उसमें भोग बुद्धि देखकर उसके लिए कामना करोगे, then you are totally gone case. 100% संसारी बन जाओगे. बट उपासना के लिए तुमने लिया तो ठीक है, हम आपको अलो करते. And in that Upasadeva, who is a Karana Brahma, to him by offering everything, all our ahanta mamata, because of which we are not able to understand or accept the mithya of jagat, सारा उनको अर्पण कर देते हैं, तो खाली हो गया, तब इजी हो जाता है. The Brahman is निर्गुण निर्विशेष only, not saguna sakara sopadik. So this is what is upasana का, उपासना के लिए मात्र ही the saguna savishesha Brahman is accepted by the Shruti wherever she spoke. And that also not at the cost of Nirguna Nirakara and not giving us the license or freedom to get caught up in this world. उपासना के पूरा हम जगत में भगवत उपासना के लिए आए हैं और कुछ नहीं. और मेन लक्ष्य इसके द्वारा है अंदर के परमात्मा तत्व को जानना है. और not to thoughts regarding it and then continuation happens. गुरु महाराज सोचते मैं तो इनको मौका तो दे दिया कहकर कि सविशेष परमात्मा को एक्सेप्ट करते हैं उपासना हेतु, और ये फंस तो नहीं जाएगा ना करके. अगेन ही सेज कुछ भी हो, तुम तो बात सुन ली जो मैंने तुम्हारे खुशी के लिए कहा, जो तुमने पूछा. और फिर से मैंने बात बता रहा हूँ, निर्विशेष ब्रह्म alone is ultimate. So that's how some more quotes from other Upanishads are taken. इस तरह से चलता चलता कितने बस 4-5 पेज में है ये टॉपिक हो जाएगा. लेट अस सी. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परम ऋषिभ्यो परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे नमः. ओम तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Thank you friends. See you tomorrow.